there's a bigger issue here. Just because a group of people belong to the Federation, it does not mean that they are saints. The trouble is Earth. On Earth, there is no poverty, no crime, no war. You look out the window of Starfleet headquarters and you see paradise. Well, it's easy to be a saint in paradise. Out there, all the problems haven't been solved yet. Out there are no saints, just people. Angry, scared, determined people who are going to do whatever it takes to survive.
What I want to know is, out of all the stories you told me, which ones were true and which ones weren't?
My dear doctor, they're all true.
Even the lies?
Especially the lies.
On behalf of the Bajoran government
And the Promenade Merchants Association,
I officially welcome you to Deep Space Nine.
Welcome back to Especially the Lies, a Star Trek Deep Space Nine podcast. God knows what we're doing with this episode this evening, but we are here to discuss the episode Profit Motive from Season 3. I am your host, Blake, and with me is...
Prentice,
Emily,
Mike,
Nicole,
Chris,
Jessi,
and Christopher.
So I don't have a review to start us off with on this one, but I did get an email from a listener, Mr. Beast 667. Send it to our Gray 17 podcast email because it says we never gave him the Especially the Lies email. It's in the show notes of the show you listened to. Adding that out there. But likes the show, admits to a few favorite episodes and things that they've listened to. And he does have a question for you, Christopher, and wants to know if your hatred of Jonathan Frakes now extends to all episodes of TNG.
No, because that's the show that he's supposed to be on.
You see, they think you really do have a complex over this.
Did you see his face when you asked him that question?
There was some, yes. And he also shared some thoughts, Jessi, about your take on Jake and Marta, but we're not going to rehash that for another hour-long discussion.
Fuck off. She was a kid, or he was a kid.
And he does suggest an episode to have our newbies watch, which is actually a pretty damn good suggestion.
Ooh, which one?
Rascals from TNG. Google it, Emily, and you'll see why.
It's familiar, but...
Listen, if you want me to cuss your ass out, just fucking say it. You can just send me some money, and I will degrade the fuck out of you. You don't need to watch more bullshit to get me to fucking cuss at you. Just ask.
Oh, no, we're going to watch the bullshit and have you cuss at him. That's kind of our thing here on this show.
Just ask, sir. I know there's people out there that like it.
For those of you who aren't familiar with how this works, we're a group of longtime friends, some new friends thrown into the mix. Some of us are longtime fans of the Star Trek franchise, and for those that listen to Gray 17, we conned some of our friends into watching a 30-year-old sci-fi show about a space station. And somehow we've managed to do this again, with some of the same people even. Why they keep coming back for this? Well, the best I can tell you is this is probably cheaper than therapy, maybe? Who knows? But they're here on the show yet again going through Star Trek Deep Space Nine with us. So for this week, normally we do a synopsis, and Christopher has been our giver of synopsises lately, but I decided to take this one. This is one of our episodes that features the Ferengi, and in this one, Grand Nagus Zek comes up with Kevin O'Leary's worst fucking nightmare, a set of rules of acquisition that say capitalism and greed are bad, give money for charity, and do good things. So basically, this is the episode that Kevin O'Fucking-Leary hates. So let's go ahead and get our newbies' first impressions, and let's start with Nicole.
Well, first of all, why the fuck did we have to start this episode out with fucking Quark having an orgasm zoomed in on his fucking face? I literally almost shut it off right there. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Is this weird Ferengi porn? I'm not into it. So that was traumatic. But as the episode went on, it was interesting. It was very Ferengi centered, so we got to learn a little bit more about them. I will say Rom, he's kind of grown a backbone, and he stood up to Quark in this episode again and said, I'm not cleaning. I work for you all day. I'm not going to work for you in my own home. I was like, man, this guy just keeps getting more and more ballsy, and I'm kind of here for it. So that was kind of fun. Obviously, the Nagus, hot ass mess, crazy motherfucker. Every time he comes on, it's some shenanigans. I also enjoyed O'Brien and Bashir just basically talking mad shit to each other. And when's Keiko coming back? It's like they're sick of each other, but they love each other. I just love that dynamic of them playing darts. That was a very small part of the show, but I just got such a laugh out of that. Obviously, the B plot was the award that Bashir was up for that he was basically convinced he wouldn't get it, but he was still writing his acceptance speech that Oda called him out on, which was funny. But yeah, overall, I think this was a good one. It was interesting when Quark met the prophets and they were like, "Did the Cisco send you?" And that just made me laugh because it made me think of like an old person that was like the Facebook or the Instagram or
the Walmart.
Yeah, it just made me kind of chuckle. And I remember how they talk and how well, they were like not having Quark's bullshit though. They just fucking ended it before he could even finish his sentence. So that part was very enjoyable too. So overall, probably not my top episode, but I didn't hate it.
Nicole, am I going to have to call our friend Ryan to come on here now and call you a prude also for not liking
exactly what I thought?
Porn?
No, I mean, did you see the close-up? That was awkward and like, ugh.
It wasn't awkward. I watched it and I was like, that looks like it probably feels pretty nice.
Yeah, but I don't need to see it. I don't need to see it.
We don't want to see you get your ears rubbed either, Mike.
Yeah, listen, I'm not.
Listen, if you want to pay for our premium Patreon level,
Mike will let you rub his ears.
Well, I don't know about that. But...
So for all our fans out there, send Nicole your ear rubbing porn.
We'll find somebody.
Mike getting his ears rubbed. We'll have Jessi doing her glizzy goblin. All for the Patreon.
It's the best hot dog I have ever eaten.
God, we're going to need some new tiers on this Patreon. Chris, how about your first impressions?
I agree with Nicole. I thought opening up on Quark's O-face while he was getting his ears rubbed and was leaking pre-cum all in his drawers was not what I was looking for out of an episode. But it pretty much was a filler for me. I don't know if anything significant is going to come from that interaction with Quark and the prophets. I did think it was interesting how the prophets were basically like, yo, let's just fry his shit. Let's just scramble his fucking brain, send him back to the space station and get this over with. But it was a little bit interesting because it's like, oh, so they're not all benevolent. Like, they will twist your shit if they think your mind ain't right, and then they'll just send you on your way. So I did think that was interesting. Outside of that, though, the B plot I thought was weak with Bashir. I don't know, especially coming off that episode where it did have a lot of substance to it to kind of follow it up with this one. I was like, oh, we're back on this shit again? Okay. But I could have done without it, to be honest.
Christopher, what about your first impressions?
So my first thoughts, I love Wallace Shaw. So anytime that he guest stars, the episode is always entertaining. I like the callback to the prophets. I thought it was an entertaining episode. It wasn't a great episode, but it was something that I thought they seemed to be dropping some little like nuggets of things to come and not just Quark. And
no. That was the worst dad joke I've ever heard. It was dirty as fuck. Jesus.
And it was enjoyable, but it wasn't the best, but you can't go wrong with the Grand Negus.
Jessi.
I don't know. I enjoyed it. Quark threw up the shocker. That is the only thing I could see the entire fucking episode for the rest of the time. Fuck, I set it in my head. I can't. I do like the Grand Negus. I can't unhear him yell changing 500 from fucking... I just can't. Every time I hear him, his voice is just fucking... But it was a good episode. I enjoyed it.
Can you do an impression of it really quick?
Changing 500! You're welcome.
It's either the Negus or Frau Verbissina from Austin Powers.
Listen, you get what you get, goddammit.
There is one we should have Jessi do. Frau from Austin Powers. She can do it perfectly.
Oh, I could. I don't do accents well, though, clearly. So, no, I enjoyed it. It was a good episode. I like the A-plot. I'm with Mike. I didn't like, or whoever said it. It wasn't Mike, because Mike
haven't even talked yet.
Hasn't talked yet. I did not agree with Mike. Let's just go there. It was Chris. You guys kind of look alike. Sorry. The B plot. I just didn't
Shit. Sorry, Chris.
the B plot. I didn't care for that at all. I really actually kind of hated it. So no, but I really enjoyed the Ferengi stuff.
Okay. Well, let's switch over to our longtime fans. And since Jessi already disagrees with him, why not start with Mike?
Oh, it could have been any of them.
That's not an option on this show.
Shit, thought I'd try it.
Oh,
I like this episode. Okay, I kind of agree on the point of it's a total filler episode. The A plot is pretty funny. I enjoy it a lot. I love the dynamic between Quirk and the Nagus and Rom. All three of them just play off each other so good. It's just a lot of fun. It falls apart at the ending for me with the prophets and the way that that is handled, and we can talk about that later. But other than that, the B plot, kind of the same feeling. Like I overall just didn't, I don't know. I didn't get it overall, but at the same time, it did give us a couple of really fun, kind of funny scenes with good character moments and interactions between Bashir and Miles and stuff. And so it's like there's nothing to be mad at about it, but in the end, it doesn't really do anything, right? It's just for amusement. So it's a fine episode. I enjoy it, and I would probably watch this one in a rewatch just because it is enjoyable, but it's definitely extra credit, right?
And how about Emily?
It's a good episode. I like it. I think it's fun. It really is a filler episode, but for a filler episode, it's quite enjoyable because some filler episodes are just skip worthy. They're not even worth watching a second time. I always think the Ferengi episodes are funny just because of who plays a Ferengi and they always work so well together. We did get a little bit of new information though. We got a new orb. We haven't seen an interaction with an orb in quite a while, so that's still maintaining continuity of the story, still connecting back to the location of DS9 and the prophets in the wormhole. And seeing how the prophets interact with the Ferengi was interesting because outside of the first episode, I think it was the first one, we haven't seen them do much with anybody else. There's been an interaction with Cisco and Dax, and I think there was another one with Kira by now, but we haven't seen much of them. So I like it. It's fun.
Prentice, how about your first impression?
fun kind of filler episode. One thing I didn't realize is that Rene Aberjonas, or Odo, he directed the episodes. That's interesting. Matter of fact, one of the funnier scenes in the episode was between Odo and then also Bashir. Saying heard from a cousin who heard from a friend that so-and-so's not going to get the award. So that's funny. And what made the B plot more interesting now is that it was a backstory about the B plot. I didn't realize this is one big in-joke.
Mm-hmm.
During the seventh season of The Next Generation, it was strongly considered that TNG may be up for consideration for Best Dramatic Series on TV. That's how big he was back in the day. To the point some of the producers thought, oh, we might actually win this. So that whole scenario was drafted into the story as the B plot. So it really is funnier now that I understand where that came from. But overall, it was a decent episode. You get to know the Ferengis a little bit more. I am astounded how much progress in the development of Ferengi since the first episode they came on TV. And you kind of see they are schemers, they're scammers, but at the same time lovable. So I like the characters, I like the cast, I like how we see that further gels together. Even outside of Ferengi, you see the cast kind of really gelling together overall in this season. So it was a average episode, a good fill episode, and I thought it was
It's funny you mentioned the in-joke Prentice, and part of that was the other show it was up against. Everybody thought NYPD Blue was like the slam dunk going to win the award, except for these handful of producers at TNG who kind of started thinking, you know, we might actually win this damn thing. And then actually neither one did. It was Picket Fences won for best drama that year, and everyone kind of went, the fuck?
Making this face?
Yeah, pretty much. That face right there. So that was the whole in-joke that they put into the writing of this one. But I think this one is a fun episode. It is a filler episode, but I think looking back at TV at this point in time, filler episodes were going to be a thing. With seasons as long as they were, especially accommodating around different things that would have been going on at the time, there were going to be filler episodes put out there. This one came out in February of '95, so it was probably not that big of a time for TV, so they put a filler episode or two in. But I like this one. It's a fun one with the Ferengi. When the Ferengi show up, there's usually some fun involved, and comedy's kind of been a tricky thing in Star Trek for them to do. Sometimes they've nailed it, other times it's been a little more cringeworthy. I think this is probably one of the better comedy episodes they did, And Rene Auberjonois, as the director, really helped put some of that in there with some of his director style. There's a little bit, I liked one, Mayherdu kidnaps Zek, and Quark sticks his head around the corner, and then Rom right head goes in under, and it's kind of that Marx Brothers type. And they actually worried at one point, it's like, are we going a little too far on the comedy with this one? But Ira Stephen Bear actually ended up really enjoying it and put it forward. So I think this one's a great one. I love Wallace Shawn as the Grand Negus. I think it's hysterical. He just does the role so well with it. And then yeah, the prophet's just deciding, God, this guy sucks. We're just gonna change him and send him back a nice and kinder, gentler person and redo all of Ferengi society. And then the way Quark gets them to undo it is, you know, we're gonna send more people if you don't change him back. And the prophet's kind of like, you know what? Fuck that. Go. I also did like they call back a little bit to Emissary in this, where the prophets say that the Grand Negus wanted to know the outcome of the game before it happened. Because the whole way Cisco taught the prophets about the concept of time and linear time was through a baseball game analogy in Emissary. So this one picked that up and kind of carried that analogy back into this one as well. So overall, I enjoy this one. I think it's a fun episode. I do like watching this one when I go back through the show. And I think it's relatable with Bashir, especially with the B plot where he's nominated for this award that everything tells him he's not going to get it. But at a certain point, you sit there and you get in your own head with, I didn't think I was going to get it, but damn it, I wanted it.
Right.
So I did like that aspect of it. I thought that was actually rather relatable. So let's go ahead and jump into any discussion we have on this show. And as usual, Nicole's going to kick us off.
So I just can't stop laughing about the fact that the way that they changed the Negus to be this philanthropic and caring and thoughtful, not greedy, cared about community person. But that's how the Ferengis used to be. So that's why they changed it to that. So I think that's even funnier because if you look at the Ferengi culture now, he even said, we're based on greed and gain and making money. So I want to know where the turn was, where they switched from the previous ideation of Ferengi culture to the new one. That just kind of made me laugh quite a bit that they actually weren't always like that. And Quark was appalled that that was true. That's their history or whatever. And it makes me also wonder how old and how far back as the Ferengi went, because clearly Quark had no knowledge of this past ideation of them. So that was pretty funny. And then I think my other favorite part was that Rom embezzled all of the Negus's money. He's not as stupid as we think.
Christopher.
I just want to say to Nicole, like there's this thinking among those who really, really believe in capitalism that this is the most evolved that we have become and that it's the perfect system and no other system is going to be better than that. Everything else is wrong, right? I mean, Blake mentioned Kevin O'Leary, these people who defend capitalism and defend greed and defend being shit terrible people, all in the motive of profit because that's the only thing that matters, right? And they think that it is the best and only system that works, and all other systems are going to lead to an ambitionless society. And Quark kind of mentioned that. He said, if it's not for greed, there's no ambition. Do you want us all to not eat and wither away and die? How many times have you heard that argument, right? Nobody's going to become a doctor if you switch to socialism because they're not going to make enough money. And the only way to motivate people is through money. There's nothing else that can motivate somebody to want to be a doctor. God forbid somebody actually wants to help somebody. So there are those people out there who earnestly believe that this is the only system that we could have. And so to see Quark kind of defend it was really in character, and like to have him believing that there's no way that we could have been this philanthropic society before, that tracks for me with the way that a lot of people think.
I just thought it was ironic and funny.
Yeah, no, it was.
It switched because they had podcasters.
But I mean, it is ironic, it is funny, but it's also very true. And it was the point I was going to make. Like, it is how a lot of people think. Quark was channeling his best Gordon Gekko, greed is good. And there's so many ways to pick this apart. One of the comments in the last week's episode that just aired, I can't remember which one it was, but
just released past tense because that wasn't a politically charged conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was past tense, and they wanted us to defend like the right flank's argument more, and to fuck them.
Have you heard us?
They don't have a good argument.
Fucking listen to our podcast, like, and jokes on you. I already don't have ambition, so I don't need money.
Right?
Fucking motivate me not to do that. So
we don't make money off of this. To say that there's no,
we don't.
Well,
not much.
Not enough to pay the bills.
Right. Therapy and beer.
Like, we're not doing this for profit motivation, right?
No.
We're not doing that. That's not what.
I mean, Blake shows up to record every week with a new gold chain, but the rest of us.
He just bought himself a fancy new shirt. What the hell?
I mean, he does all the editing, so he gets it, I guess. I don't...
No, that's why I buy booze.
He gets the good booze.
Booze and therapy.
But, to say that there's no ambition without profit, it doesn't track.
I'm proving you wrong.
I agree. It's super weird, like black and white thinking, and I'm glad you kind of brought this up as the serious point because I wasn't going to go there, but like you're totally right. It's this mentality of like, well, if people give things away, then someone's going to take advantage. Therefore, the entire system is wrong, and we have to swing 100% back the opposite direction and charge for everything. It's stupid, and I kind of forgot or glazed past the point that Quark was actually arguing to make a good point about this, because what I was going to say, the thing that bothered me about the otherwise pretty fun episode, well, one of the, was the fact that through a lot of seasons 2 and 3 in particular, we've talked about a few times, there have been times when like the development, the interaction between Sisko and Quark, and I'm going to sound like I'm obsessed about it because I'm the guy that brings it up every time, but like how they had good interaction and how they have kind of gone through this phase of Sisko looking down on Ferengi culture, but then like Quark in the Ferengi and Dax even kind of making the argument, oh, look, man, their way of thinking isn't any worse than yours. They have their own belief system, and it's just as valid as your belief system is, and maybe you can look past your biases and see there's some justification to it. And so I feel like there's been this growth throughout the series to date, and then I felt like the way that it was portrayed in this episode completely just 100% lampooned the Ferengi's culture and way of life. And I kind of like was taken aback by it. So I'm like, wasn't the show trying to make a point about something, and then didn't they just pull a 180 on themselves and Uno reverse it? But like, you are right. At the end, Quark kind of stands up to the prophets and to a degree defends it once again. So I mean, I guess my argument is a little bit downplayed, but I was off put by that aspect of it.
Well, and to have them go so completely to the opposite extreme, where they set up the Ferengi Benevolent Society, right? And that they're giving away all the possessions and that they have to be charitable. And the part at the beginning where the Negus took the deal away from Quark, I was like, oh yeah, I got her a great deal on it. I got it wholesale. And Quark's like, wholesale?
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's the deal, is just how extreme they...
Right. And I sat there thinking, okay, there's got to be Ferengi who are absolutely terrible at business, that they absolutely suck at all of it. And they're constantly scrounging for any bit of money. There's poor Ferengi. There's struggling Ferengi. There's hungry Ferengi. And you can't tell me that there's not some opportunistic son of a bitch Ferengi who's been like, okay, I'm going to set up a charity and enrich themselves off of it. You can't, like,
I believe that's called Joel Osteen, Christopher.
Yeah. There is a Ferengi Joel Osteen out there. I am telling you, you can't tell me that there's not a Ferengi megachurch.
Tax free.
Like, and that's the way that you say, hey, we're going to go back to this. And I'm like, no, they already have this. There's already a Ferengi philanthropic society, and they are taking advantage of everyone that they can. And yeah, maybe Grandma Ferengi's not going hungry, but Pastor Ram is out there driving the newest Lamborghini.
I believe they probably also have their Ferengi version of payday loans.
Oh, for sure. There's no question about that. That's hella profitable.
So the aunt who I was talking about earlier before we jumped into the show, the one who had the dog that the last 5 dogs were gonna outlive her, her husband owned a construction company. He also owned the bar where all the workers would go to after they got paid on Friday, and he would cash their checks for them. And so they would go drink at the bar.
Jesus, he was a
spend their
company
paycheck.
store.
Oh yeah, he was. Quark would have loved him.
Nice.
Getting his money back. That feels like legal money laundering, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe.
All the fun ways of financial laws and rules and ways to get around them, skirt them, or flat out violate them.
Okay,
He said no one ever missed their tab.
Imagine that.
Shocking.
He's gonna end up on somebody's caseload at some point.
Yeah, he's long dead.
Oh, he's gone? Fine then.
Yeah. It's
Well, it's funny though, Christopher, you mentioned the episode that just released this week that we're recording this, which was Past Tense 1 and 2, and one of our followers, it's Crispy the Blind Socialist, I believe his YouTube tag, and he's actually convinced he might be able to convert a few of us to comrades now after listening to that episode.
Interesting.
the way that our listeners would be shocked at how conservative I was 20 years ago.
Oh my God.
It would absolutely blow their mind. And
the fact that we're still friends is fucking amazing.
We question that on a semi-regular basis, though.
I have a hard time not thinking about you like that because you were like that for most of the time that I knew, well, all the time I knew you back then. But like my brain has said that's how you've been for the last 100 years. So I know it's not, but that's still.
Yeah, because you're even more conservative than I was.
Yeah, thank God you both evolved.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. When they're like, you don't pick apart the conservative argument, it's because some of us know the conservative argument and we are not going to defend it because it's indefensible most of the time.
Some of us 20 years later track down Blake and apologize for something that they said back then. Like that, you know what? I mean, like that's just part of growth.
Mm-hmm.
Some people grow, some people stay Republicans. It is what it is.
And again, we tried to kill Christopher.
Yeah.
And again, for those who are surprised when we comment on some of these episodes and some of the things we say, I mean, we surprise ourselves on a regular basis. Folks, I issued, when we did the end of season 2, I put out roughly a half hour worth of outtakes from season 2. I'm pretty confident in saying that 16 episodes into season 3,
it's longer.
I'm pretty sure I have more.
I can't wait for this shit. It's going to be fucking hilarious.
Oh, we aim to please.
So just wait until the end of season 3. We are going to probably set some records with outtakes for this particular season.
Then we'll have the censors come after us.
No, I fixed the censor problem. I demonetized the channel.
I was going to say, what the fuck? Do I need to watch my mouth 3 seasons into the second podcast?
No.
Okay, good.
I just demonetized the channel. We're fine. We didn't make money off YouTube anyway.
Yeah.
Better watch your mouth.
Shut up, Michael.
Okay, so anyone else have some thoughts they want to share on profit motive?
I don't appreciate the prophets just willy-nilly rewiring someone's brain.
Correct. I agree with you.
Yeah.
That's
shady.
If they had come up with practically any other explanation for what happened to the Nagus, I'd have been like, yes, that's funny and makes perfect sense. But not like taking the mystical wormhole aliens and turning them from weird, all-seeing, timeless creatures to, yeah, this dude just kind of annoys me. Let's just change him. And then all of his race as well. Like, we don't care. That was a bridge too far for me.
Look at Prentice over there giggling on the phone. Look at
talk
him.
to someone else.
No. I was giggling at the fact what Mike was saying. I was saying that actually I thought that was funny of the wormhole aliens doing that. I was like, yes, they got somebody annoying and fixed him. I love that. I love the pettiness about them. I was like, oh, my kind of people. Great. They're like, this guy
we learned something about Prentice today.
This guy out of here. He annoys the heck out of us. Let's rewire him. Let's fix him and out the door you go. That was hilarious. So
There it is.
kudos to all those aliens to have some kind of standards. Like, listen, we dealt with Cisco, and that was interesting. This one right here, you're dumb. And you're going, get out of my face. Better yet, we're going to fix you. Voila, he's better. Okay, out the door, better. Then you come back and say, hey, if you don't fix him, return him back to normal. We're
all coming
to visit you more. Look, oh God, more of you at my doorstep? My mistake. Peace be unto you. I'll give it back to you the way you found him. I'm good. That's why I was laughing. I was like, I like that part of the episode. It was, to me, fitting of a petty god. I was like, that is great. That is great.
It kind of like how we discussed last week about with the free will conversation. It kind of delved into that again a little bit. Do you have free will? I mean, he's being manipulated by these omnipotent beings, and clearly Quark was like, look, he came in, he cock-blocked me, and then he screws me over out of Latinum, and then to go on top of it, he is setting up a charity. Something is fucking wrong. I need to investigate this, right? He's like, this can't be normal. And what happened? And like Mike said, for it to be the gods came in, like, and to have this Deus Ex Machina kind of solution with it, it felt kind of like a bit of a letdown. I wanted to know what the other scheme was going to be. Was like he was like, no, I'm gonna go. Like the Dominion really wants. They don't like greed. They want charity, and so we're to get our foot in the door with them. That would have connected it to some more of the previous storyline where they're trying to set up ties with the Dominion. I thought that could have been a more fitting way to do it. I mean, I did like the callback to the prophets, but I thought there was another way to do it.
It could have just been Zek like whacking his head really hard on something, or like suddenly getting religion
Right.
when he talked to the prophets, not like them literally rewiring it. I get how it would be funny, but I'm just like, I don't know. It makes them in the Trek universe no different than Q, who's just a roaming space asshole. And to me, then that just makes the prophets the same as Q. They're doing whatever
Maybe
they want because they
are.
feel like it.
I'm going to say this, Mike. The Old Testament, I've done a read through of it, and it's pretty. God in the Old Testament is petty. The amount of people being killed for random things. It's like, oh, you did not put the ram blood in the proper coordination. I'm going to kill you because you did not put the ram blood in a clockwise formation on my altar. Okay, you're dead. So there's a lot of those things. So when the prophets in this episode did something like that, I was like, listen, fair game. There's a lot of petty deities in history. So it was interesting to see that side of him. So I was like, for me, that was pretty funny and pretty interesting.
I just really want to know now, Prentice, if you have a list of people that if you had the powers of a petty deity, you would
does.
just be fucking with.
He absolutely does. I will not believe him if he says no. He's got a list. He's got a special notebook, I bet. It's
God
really
is
fancy with
watching.
a nice pen.
Emily.
Let's just say, how about this? I'll put it like this. When Cersei blew up what was it called in Game of Thrones? Blake, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, the Red
King's
Keep.
Landing, or
Was it the Red Keep? Yes.
Yes.
With the green. I understood her satisfaction when she was like, I got everybody.
yes.
Oh, he has a fountain pen and names are written in calligraphy.
God is listening, Prentice. God is listening.
It's probably like in scroll form and beautiful calligraphy with a fountain pen. Where are we on the list is what I want to know. Like, are we ranking in the top 50?
I ain't on that list. I'm going to say that right now.
Oh, not at all.
Also, where do you get a scroll and a fountain pen? Because I need my own list.
Correct. Can we add some names to the list, please?
We have suggestions.
Top of Jessi's list would be her friend from Argentina.
Argentina.
I miss him.
Nicole has
Hey,
been
Cookie.
waiting so patiently to jump in here.
All I'm going to say, I have two things I want to say. One is I aspire to have the level of I don't give a fuck of the prophets, okay? Because they straight up booted those motherfuckers out of there. We're like, we would rather never fucking deal with your ass again and turn this motherfucker back than have to ever talk to one of you fools again. And they like literally prematurely just sent him back, like boom, done. And he had no idea what happened. So I aspire to have that little low tolerance of give a fuck that the prophets had. Kudos to them. I'm with you, Prentice.
They didn't let him finish the conference. They're like, we're so
No.
tired. We're
Yeah.
talking around here. We've made our decision. Get out our face. We're done. You annoy
Yeah.
us. We're out of here. So I was like, oh, this is great.
Yeah, I love that. And also, I just want to point out one thing that we haven't discussed. At the very beginning, when Quark was getting his little ear
Umox.
job, Umox, the girl's like, am I doing this right? Should we go now? He's like, we can do it later. He was basically grooming this chick to get him off so she can get the fucking stuff her family needs to help her homeworld. I was like, that's fucked up, man. He's like straight up grooming this chick, and he is basically bartering getting sex and money to get what she needs. And I was like, that's I didn't like that. That didn't sit well with me.
No one ever said that Quark was a good person.
I know. I'm just saying, but we point out when everyone else makes sexual deviancies, so I'm pointing this one out.
I think it's been pointed out on numerous occasions that Quark is like a petty criminal at best and a felonious one.
What guy hasn't?
I think I've
done
said
that?
on this podcast that he's probably sex trafficking people. So
Listen, there's no difference between what he did and, say, taking a girl to dinner. I'm kidding. It was a joke. It was a joke, Prentice. It was a joke. A bad one.
Look
but
at
it
his
was funny.
face.
He's like, she just moved up the list.
You're throwing around the grooming thing. I think she knew exactly what she was doing. She wanted them stem bolts.
Right.
Like,
Wow.
She was not an unwilling participant, or she wouldn't.
Yeah, but
fucking-
still, I mean, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't care how bad I wanted something. I would not be doing that. But
was it sleazy? Yeah, it was absolutely
Oh yeah.
gross.
I just look at
But-
his ears like I look at feet, and I don't want anything to do with that. I don't want anything to do with it. If you told me I'll give you $1 million to suck these toes, I'd be like, I'm poor then forever. Bye.
Or, you know how much money $1 million is? Everybody has price, Nicole. Everybody has a price.
Wait. So let's get this clarified. They had perfectly fine feet, no fungus, no athlete's foot. You wouldn't do it for $1 million.
I don't trust anybody's feet.
Abso-fucking-lute craziness that's going on right now is wild.
I'm just asking, like, we're clarifying.
you could buy a whole new mouth for this.
Yes, you could. $1 million.
Can I buy a whole new brain with that $1 million too
Probably.
to erase that memory?
We'll give you some
Ugh.
pretty good drugs and mushrooms so you don't have to remember.
All right. I mean, maybe. I'm still not touching Quark's ears, though.
Are
Fuck
we
that.
roofing Nicole at this point?
I,
What are
I
we?
think that might be what just got suggested.
Fun fact, not fun
No.
fact. I actually have been roofied once. It was
So
really
have I.
fucked up. Yeah.
Oh jeez.
I got roofied at a gay bar.
What? Okay, what's
The
the
only
backstory?
fucking place. Yes, it was downtown Rock Island. The only place that I thought I'd be safe, and I got roofied.
So many comments I could make there. I mean, what'd you do? Grab the wrong drink or?
No, I left my dumbass. I was young, so let's be clear. But I left my drink in the bathroom because I thought it's a fucking girl who's gonna roofie another girl. Fun fact, they do.
Oh, it was another. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a
got
gay guy trying to roofie me. They don't want nothing
Yeah,
to
don't
do
be
with me.
sexist.
I was like, what's happening?
No, it was a woman in the
Got
women's
it.
bathroom.
That's logically that makes.
Did not. The goal of the night was not successful because I just started throwing up and I was done. So
Okay.
Didn't know you were safe. Okay, Blake, I was going to ask you. Do you know if there's a background story about why the creators decided to come up with Ferengi erogenous zone around the ears and why that became a thing?
I don't, because it sort of even goes back into Next Gen. They didn't get as much into it there, but even some of the later episodes, I'm thinking the one where the Ferengi kidnapped Deanna and Laxwana Troy. There was even some of it there a little bit, but they got more into it with DS9, and I have no idea what the genesis of that would have been.
Oh, I have
Other than I'm
an
thinking
idea.
someone in the production staff might have had a kink or two.
It was
Kids in
someone's kink.
ears.
Okay. Have you guys, I know some of you have seen Sunday Night Sex Show with Sue, Talk Sex with Sue. I shit you not, there was an episode where a girl calls in and she said her boyfriend liked to rub it on her ear as foreplay, and she needed to know how to tell him she didn't like it.
Open your mouth. Walk the fuck out the door and never come fucking back.
This is
What
why I
the-
listen to Delilah.
Delilah.
I'm telling you, people got weird kinks.
Oh God,
That's
I've heard a
mine.
lot of weird shit, and I have never
Yeah,
heard
that's
somebody trying to fuck an ear hole. That's fucking
wait.
weird.
Chris, why don't you tell them the story of what we saw happening when I was driving everyone back from River Oaks
This is gonna be
20
good.
years ago? What did we see?
Oh, at
Yes,
Jackson
Chris,
Park?
tell us all about what you saw.
Yes.
Well, we were coming up. Oh, we were on Stony?
We were driving through Cornell Drive, where the
Yeah, Cornell Drive
is located. But go ahead.
It was a sunny day outside, just regular afternoon. Nothing particularly stands out about the day except this particular event. So we're driving, and it's me, it's P, and it's another guy that was in the car.
No, it was Marcel.
So we're going by. Was it Marcel? I thought it was Goodlow. Okay, so anyways, our homegirl was in the car, and we're driving. Okay, so this is driving, and we happen to look out to the right to the park area, and we see we see a group of brothers clad in BDSM leather, and there was a dog collar with a leash and very Speedo cut type leather, and I don't know if there were studs, if there were whatever on it, right? But grown men were walking grown men on dog leashes in black leather in broad daylight, walking through the south side of Chicago. And I was like, they either got a death wish or they're the boldest motherfuckers on the face of the planet.
To this day,
because this was wild.
And broad daylight. This is like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like, what is really going on?
Who's gonna fuck with them though? Like,
right? I mean,
legit,
yeah, they're
who's gonna
doing
stop
that.
them? Like,
no, thank you.
Listen. A lot of people typically would have I would say that was pretty bold because given the time period and that area, that's not the look.
Right, but sorry, go ahead.
No. Please, just go, please.
No, because
like
that's
logic. I'm trying to give you the answer to it, but go ahead. What's the
that's
feedback?
like the equivalent of if somebody tries to rob you, you act batshit crazy and yell things like, "My mom told me this was gonna happen," and you like just get real fucking excited or do some really weird ass shit and make people think that you're fucking crazier and shit. Who's gonna fuck with those people? There's something clearly off. If you're gonna walk down a very prominent area where this is not allowed in some fucking leather fucking thongs, walking another human being, who's gonna stop them? That's wild as shit. Like,
you're right, Kathy. All the traffic we were all heading northbound. I think everyone that caught eyes, we were like, "What is that?" And it's like also.
I would not expect that on the south side in the middle of the day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like in that area, that is definitely not what you would expect that.
In East Peoria.
Well,
on a regular day, like on a weird day. Like
I have seen stuff like that during specific festivals and
furries, sure. But we're talking about
no.
Yeah, I've been to Germany.
There's a thing called International Mr. Leather Weekend in Boys Town, and let me tell you, you see that shit on the street all day long.
Look,
Yeah,
I just told
specific
Blake,
time.
it sounds like it was the Levi's Pride collection.
What?
I said it sounds like it was the Levi's Pride collection from this year. Look it up.
Oh gosh.
Look it up. They knew what they were doing this year.
Okay.
But,
Look it up on your government phone, Christopher.
so I'm going back to an earlier episode here when Nicole expressed shock and outrage that 2 dudes would get it on in a gym, yet she knows about International Mr. Leather in Boys Town.
Yes, but
I have some questions here about what she knows and doesn't know.
Gyms smell like BO, and I don't want to get it on while I'm smelling BO. That's all I'm saying.
What do you think the YMCA was about?
Health and exercise, sir. I don't know what you're thinking.
I'm a member of my YMCA. Thank you very much.
The song. What do you think they were singing about?
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess you have a point.
That's a different story. Like, there's a time and a place for like certain things to happen.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. Like, I have seen that. It's not completely outlandish, but where they saw it, that is definitely outlandish.
If you go to a furry convention and somebody's wearing a fucking tail, you know where you're at. But I'm not walking down the street seeing fucking little cat ears and a tail on grown ass men walking other fucking humans.
Come to Portland. That's called a Tuesday.
Well, see, that makes sense in Portland. I mean,
it does.
It makes
It's south
sense.
side of Chicago, though. Like, people get shot for way less than that.
The guy who
On
delivers
a-
pizza to us wears cat ear and tail every day.
Yeah, I see him all the time. He's always got it on.
Wow.
To
Okay.
each their own.
Yeah.
It does
We've
not affect
strayed
me.
so far from the source material. Let's get back
You're
to
welcome.
reality.
Yes. So, anything else on this episode that folks want to talk about?
I hope we don't have to see the Negus for a while because the ear hair was just grossing me out.
You got to get him some proactive or something. My man's skin regimen is not there.
Man, that's
Just
crazy.
glad my G spot's not in my ear.
Excuse me?
Admit it'd make it a lot easier.
It would make it way easier. You might be able to find it.
I was gonna say, men might be able to
find it.
Yeah,
really?
they'd find it if it was in our ears.
Having it just hanging out there for anybody to grab? No
No.
fucking thank you.
I don't want to be
Absolutely
here. I
not.
don't want to be here all night, but it's like there's a conversation to be had about different cultures and like what like the whole it was like the misunderstanding in the last episode between O'Brien and the Cardassian chick. She thought he was coming on to her and stuff. And it's like, oh, it's just a cultural misunderstanding because this is one thing I'm into. What if you're friends with somebody in another species or whatever, and like the most innocuous thing to you totally gets them off? I don't know, like the ear touching thing. I don't know.
Like sticking a dick in the ear? No, thank you.
That is definitely not what I was saying. I don't know what I'm saying.
All right. I like your brand new podcast, Kink and Sci-Fi. That sounds like a great podcast.
Here's a question for y'all.
No.
So, if an alien race revealed themselves on planet Earth and it was like, okay, they're part of society now, right? They're humanoid, so they look like humans, the whole nine and everything, and anatomically the body parts are the same or damn near very, very, very similar. Would you smash an alien? Yes or no?
Hey, that's wasn't that the plot line in that movie with the prawns? They were having sex with prawns or stuff.
I was gonna say,
Actually-
wasn't that multiple TNG episodes with Riker.
It also happened with Chris Farley and the chicken cone heads, by the
Hell
way.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I fucking love that.
So I'm
movie.
saying if that were real, if that happened, and they were integrated into society, and
Who
you
said they
were
have to
working
be
with them,
integrated?
I'm saying you work
Yeah.
with them, you see him out socially, so
Does
on
he
and
have
so
a dick?
forth.
Because if he does, I might consider it.
At
I'm
this
just
point in
kidding.
my life, nothing's
Anatomically,
really
they're-
off the table. So we'll just see what happens.
Anatomically, yeah.
I'm thinking, given some of the people I've dated, it couldn't be any worse.
Correct. What
Like,
else could
what's
possibly
his
go
credit
wrong?
score
Yeah,
here? You know,
I-
Does he have health
Intergalactic
insurance?
credit score.
I don't care about the credit score. I just want the health insurance. Let's do that.
right?
Mm.
I
You okay
mean,
with aliens? Okay, got
What
it.
about you,
Sure.
Chris? Would you?
See, this is the
Yeah,
thing, right?
hands
Because the
down.
first thing that I thought about was, okay, if she's bad and you know what I'm saying, and she's cool, like it could happen. But like what like I don't know like the chemistry, like what if you're doing it and then the next thing you know you have this nasty reaction because you know what I'm saying? Like the chemistry isn't there. The body parts fit, but the chemistry isn't made to go down like that.
Oh,
Then
you
what
need the
happens?
guide to is it
Yes.
safe? Like they had in
Oh, yeah,
B5.
I was
Like
just
these
gonna say,
species
like-
you can't mate with because they might eat you or
like
something.
the question is like, what hatches out of me afterward?
But do they
Right,
have
That was an
three
episode
boobs?
on the Enterprise.
That's what I'm talking about. Chris, as soon as he started saying, I was like, we're talking about the movie Species? No thanks. I saw that went down. Strictly humans.
I have no self-preservation gene at this point, so I'm going to just try it and see what happens. Let's just see what happens. How bad could it be?
I mean, I think a changeling would be more interesting than another humanoid species.
Correct.
That's solid, right?
It's
I don't have.
How about like,
I would say it's like when the new version of Windows comes out for your computer. It's like I don't want to be the first one to try it, but sure.
I will
Your
just-
standard is, but did I die?
Right. I will volunteer as tribute. Like, if that means I never have to go on another first fucking date again, I will fucking do it. Let's do it.
Well, like I said, after
I
my
know.
ex called me out of the blue this week, and
what?
like, yeah, sure, why not? It can't be worse.
It can be much. Come on.
Nah,
It's
Let me
Jarvis.
try that and find out. I'm one
Here's
of those
the
people
thing.
that fuck around and
I'm
find
willing to
out.
roll the
kind of
dice
people.
here.
Why is it that the exes always come back, man? Just leave us alone.
They gotta spin the
Good,
block.
good, good. God damn it. Can we fucking wrap this shit up.
No, that's a no for me, Chris. No aliens. I'm good.
What a prude.
Wow.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll be right.
That's what she said.
Intergalactic gonorrhea. I'm good.
Ayo.
Yeah,
But how many
that's fair.
people?
Intergalactic
people have you-
gonorrhea, really?
Oh, please. How many people have you slept with that you weren't sure was going to happen afterwards either, though? Like, and I'm not accusing you. I don't know. No. Hold on. Listen, when you're in your 20s, you do some people, not me, because I'm a fucking saint, do some really wild shit. And they
Not
come out of
Prentice.
it, luckily. Some
It
people
wasn't
don't.
Prentice. I'm telling you, Prentice was getting ready to be president when he was 17 years old. So everything that went down in those younger years was either
I don't believe that.
calculated or it was a non-liability action.
When did
Meaning
you
it wouldn't
join your
go to
fraternity, Prentice?
I should have had more fun. Oh, the fraternities only last 4
Oh, so you did it in like a grad chapter?
years. Yeah, alumni.
Oh, okay. Well, then never. I was going to talk
So
mad
I
shit.
wasn't. I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't a frat guy undergrad like that.
Yeah,
And
that's what I was wondering.
going to University of Chicago undergrad, there was little fun to be had there. It was not like
That's a
going
smart
to
people school. Yeah.
It's no fun. The only people that made it fun, personalities like Chris every now and then they came through, but they often didn't stay at school for long. It was not a fun thing. So yeah, in my 20s, did I wild out?
Not at all.
Not really.
You in your 40s, Prentice. You got this. I believe in you. Go ahead.
City boy at the age of 45, going to be 46 in 3 weeks. That's
A hot boy summer. Let's do it.
hot boys. Let me tell you. Let's listen. Last summer was almost hot boy summer for real. And I escaped by the hair of my chin on a bad situation. Because now at this age, I ask certain questions. And the question, I was like, oh, well, I'm a big fan of saying to somebody up front, let me see that my chart.
You as you should. I just had
Yes.
this conversation with my mother yesterday because I said somebody asked me that. And she's like, what a weird question to ask. I said, no, Mom, that's a question you have to ask. Like, that is not something that you skip and wait to see what happens. Like, absolutely not.
Let me tell you something. The most fantastic piece of technology I want to have from Star Trek, I need a medical tricorder. I want to scan people. I want to know so many things. I'm like, oh, let me see.
This one's fucking bipolar.
Okay. Right. I need to know what's going on with you. If I have that technology, that's going to be a game changer. So nobody's on fire, nobody's all that stuff.
Nobody's on fire. God damn it.
Wow.
I feel like you're about to get recruited by Palantir. This is exactly what they're into.
The more we learn about the host on this show. So I think we have just about went as far through this episode as we can. Let's go ahead and grab some questions and predictions from all of our newbies here. God knows what may be coming here, but we'll find out. Nicole.
Do they actually get that orb back to the Bajorans? And do they use it to talk to the prophets? What happens with that? That was really my only question.
Christopher.
Ram said that he memorized the new rules of acquisition. So how is that going to play out? Because I think they wouldn't put that in there without that meaning something. Like, the hell is Ram going to do to screw over Quark with those new rules?
Man, we didn't even talk about that scene. I got to give a shout out in that one. I love the part where Ram stands up for himself a little bit, but then you find out Ram is subservient to his brother. But he's like, fine, I'm going to rob your ass blind. They go to his quarters and it's just full of Quark shit. I love that. Anyway, carry on.
It's just messy. Like, he doesn't give a shit. He's like, I have to clean all day for you. I'm just stealing your shit. If you want a clean living quarters, you do it.
And Nog was doing it too.
It's a line. I'm not sure that would be the line that I would draw. Like, I'm not going to clean my room because you're staying with me.
Fair.
All right.
To each their own.
Chris, how about your questions and predictions?
I got nothing, man. This episode wasn't my jam.
And Jessi.
I just want to know why Quark threw up the shocker. That's legit threw it up. I just want to know why. Is that their national sign? Good talk.
Okay. Prentice looks confused.
2 and 1. That's what he threw up. Does anybody know what the fucking shocker is? Am I the only one?
No, you're not the only one.
Christ on the crutch. Donkey punch people. I don't.
The fact we got you to Google that, though.
Fuck you guys. I know what a donkey punch is. I just didn't know what DP was.
DP also stands for something else.
Yeah, it does.
I'm gonna Google some more shit when we get off.
I was gonna
here.
say, you've seen the one on TikTok where it's like the equation symbol zooming over the person's head as they're thinking about something. I'm pretty sure that was just Jessi on the screen when we mentioned that, and the look on her face. There's just like the mathematical equation symbols as she's trying to.
Oh, I know what it means. Oh, listen, I got it. We're good. Doubling it up. Let's move on.
There it is.
I didn't even have to look it up. Thank you. I'm so proud of myself.
And on that note, I think that wraps up our conversation of profit motive here on Especially the Lies. If you want to join with us, continue the conversation, you can check us out at any of our social media links down below. For those of you who are part of our Patreon at any level, that does also get you access to our Discord channel. And if you think the shit we say on here is unhinged, you should really go check out the Discord channel and some of the conversations that we have going out there. It's a special place. It really, really is. And you never know what you're going to find on our Discord channel. We would also really appreciate it if you would leave us a review on your podcast app of choice, but Apple is the one that does give us the most help when you give us a review on there. And if you could not just rank us, but also leave a comment, we will read it here on the show as well. You can also leave comments on our YouTube videos or any of our Spotify episodes, and sometimes we even read those here on the show as well. So make sure to engage with us through the conversation and all the outlets we have. Until next week, when we will be back with the episode Visionary, I have been your host, Blake, and with me has been
Prentice,
Emily,
Mike,
Nicole,
Chris,
Jessi,
and Christopher.
Thank you for listening to Especially the Lies, a Deep Space Nine podcast. You can find all the places to listen to and watch this podcast by searching for Especially the Lies on your podcast app or on YouTube. We want to hear from you, so join the conversation at Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Be sure to subscribe and leave a review where you are listening to or watching this podcast. Especially the Lies is not affiliated with, and the podcast has not been prepared, approved, or licensed by Paramount or any other owners of the Star Trek copyright. All clips included in this podcast are the intellectual property of the respected copyright holders. They are included here for purposes of review, and no infringement is intended.
Why have you brought me here? Show yourselves. What do you want?
The Cisco has returned to us.
He arrives with questions.
There are always questions.
Welcome back to Visiting with the Prophets, where we are going to talk about our newbies' questions and predictions, or what little ones they had for this episode. So, Emily, wherever you want to kick us off here.
All right. So Nicole asked a legitimate question of, do they give the orb back to the Bajorans?
They said they were going to sell it back, and I'm pretty sure the Bajorans would have paid for it. So, yeah, it probably found its way back.
I think they get it back because I think there's a conversation later about how many of them they have, and there was a race with the Cardassians to get another one.
Well, I almost remember there being a scene like really late in the series where all of the orbs were together in one place.
Yeah, I think so.
And I know that they have at some point mentioned how many of them they currently have and how many they believe there are. And it's all a wash to me what the exact numbers were, but there probably isn't.
I'm pretty sure they get back one way or another, whether or not they bought it or negotiated something else for it. Christopher asked, how will Rom memorizing the new rules impact things? May have influenced him to start a union? I don't know.
Yeah, it could have played into that one. Maybe a little bit.
Kind of a stretch, but yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, it's at least putting ideas in his head because it's pushing up how he would think about things.
Well, I was saying, I mean, we all know Rom ultimately does become the Nagus. Do we really know like what kind of Nagus he becomes? Like, does he follow in Zek's footsteps, or
I thought the point of him becoming Nagus was to initiate change.
yeah, that's kind of where I was going.
I will loop back to Mike. As far as the Orb of Wisdom, the Bajorans do get it back because Kai Wynn mentions in the cards in season 5 that she consulted the Orb of Wisdom. Clearly, that bitch didn't fucking listen, but she consulted.
I really just want to leave Jessi's question alone and not travel down that road.
I don't know what she's. Granted, I kind of watched this in the background, but I don't recall him giving that particular gesture.
I don't either, but again, I was working on something and had it on the background just to recall the dialogue and general plot points, so it wasn't a really in-depth watch.
Yeah, because this is one of those, and I don't know if I'm the only one. I doubt I am, but some of these I will like watch really in depth and pay attention to things like past tense. Like I watched that a couple times through. I had commentary for that one. Some of the episodes like this where I know it's a lighter plot, where it's more of a kind of a throwaway, I'll watch in the background where it's like refresh myself the dialogue, the plot points, the things like that that are in it, but not necessarily like watch it as a detailed one like I've done with other ones like the Maquis or past tense or the Search.
I might have been putting a Lego set together.
Ooh, which one?
It's one of the Speed Champion cars, the Hoonigan.
Oh, fun.
I was a responsible adult this weekend. I went to the mall in Portland and did not go to the Lego store.
That sounds disappointing.
It was, but it was also my credit card appreciated it.
Yeah. No, they didn't, because then you're not paying additional interest on a purchase you didn't need.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else that our newbies brought up or wanted to discuss?
Not really. I mean, it was a fluff episode. Christopher did mention that like little nuggets were dropped in that will likely come back later. He just didn't specify, other than Rom memorizing the rules, which ones he picked up on. But he's not entirely wrong that dartboard does become important.
It does, and I do think it's funny. So a little production one on this, and I didn't want to talk about it on the main show, but the reason they went with the dartboard, so the producers originally wanted to go with the have a pool table and have Bashir and O'Brien playing pool, but Voyager had already picked up on that with Tom Paris's Paris pool hall that they had created in the holodeck, so they wouldn't let them use that. Then they came up with, well, we could have them play cards. Well, Next Gen already did that. So they ended up going with the dartboard because that one wasn't claimed yet, that it was something people could do and have a conversation while doing. So that's how we ended up with the dartboard.
And I think it works, especially when they relocate it, because it makes a lot more sense.
I actually appreciated too that they called out the fact that like they were taking a break from racquetball and like how many times they had played.
So next week we get Visionary, which I think will be an interesting episode. We know how much Jessi loves time travel episodes.
This one might not be so bad because it's not weird extended time travel. It's shorter duration time travel.
Yeah,
but
we'll see how Jessi takes that one. And it's another one of our O'Brien Must Suffer episodes.
Yeah. I think this Visionary will go over better than Distant Voices, which is after Vision. The Bashir.
Do I have to be on for Distant Voices?
That's going to be a fun one.
Yes, you have to be here. If the rest of us have to suffer, so do you, sir.
Why can't I just give someone else the Zoom account for that one?
I don't recall it.
Do you really want to let me run the show for a night?
For Distant Voices, I'd give it a try.
See how far off topic I can take it?
Okay, maybe I'll give the Zoom account to Prentice and let Prentice run the show.
I was going to say, we set the bar pretty low tonight, so...
All right, anything else we want to cover on this episode or what we've got coming up with the next couple? All right, well, until next time, I have been Blake, and with me has been...
Prentice.
Emily.
And Mike.
Night, y'all.